Oh, it's okay. You're recording. Yes, it's okay.
Yes, the recording is starting. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Reza, and this is the Hello World video podcast. We're making video podcasts because we are really curious about different customs, cultures, countries, and those kind of stuff. Uh, we have made a lot of podcasts with people from all around the world, like Venezuela, USA, Brazil, countries from Europe, I think London, France, Spain, Russia, Turkey, and also in Asia and Africa continent. If I remember correctly, I had a conversation with someone from Nigeria, India, and Indonesia from Asia. That's really great. And today we have a great guest from Ecuador. What's your name?
Hi, it's a pleasure. My name is Andres Rodriguez. I'm from Guayaquil, Ecuador. I live in Guayaquil. I'm an English
Uh,
teacher. Um, well, I had the opportunity to talk to the rest of the world. And thanks for your invitation. And I particularly want to share my many things and customs from my countries in South America. Maybe you could see on the profiles on nice pictures, photos. Had been traveling, and in my country 2 weeks ago we had 2 days ago, yeah, we had a holiday, so that's why it was like traveling. You see in the profile that I was updating some photos, so that's something that I
yeah,
want to share in my
yes.
in Instagram profile. Yeah.
Yes, this is the first time which we have a guest from Ecuador and South of America. There are a lot of beautiful things. I mean, in terms of natures, landscapes, and those kind of stuff. As a first question, what is your country famous for?
Okay, my country is in South America, as you can see it, and my country is Ecuador. It is famous for many things, but particularly is because of the biodiversity. So you have here we have many climates. You see mountains, beaches, and one particular place is Galapagos Islands. The Galapagos Islands is in the Pacific Ocean. Is some miles far away from the continent, and maybe some people know it because they're famous for the marine species of animals and the giant turtles, and because many people can organize trips and expeditions around the island. So I highly recommend you to go there. Maybe my country is famous because of the Amazon region, uh,
Oh,
the forest. Yeah, in South America, you see South America, there are some rivers, the Amazon River, which is in Brazil, but there are some other fluents on the rivers from Peru and Ecuador and maybe Colombia thing. And we have in that area there are many forests, and you can also find a lot of diversity. So diversity of plants, animals, and many people around the world, I see that they like to visit there because they can love doing amazing amazing and interesting kayaking. Have you ever played have you ever practiced kayaking in the rivers?
no, no, I didn't.
No, me neither, but I've seen so many people enjoyed it, so they find it exciting.
Yes, that's really interesting. If I want to travel there and I want to stay there for just one day, what is and you want to suggest the one of super famous place to visit there, what would be your suggestion?
Okay, well, it's a difficult question because there are many interesting places, but I highly recommend you to visit an area in the north of my country, and this is a beautiful landscape because there are lakes, mountains, and you can and people can go to in order to visit different cultures. For example, indigenous people, and those people they are very hardworking, and you can visit the areas. They are very friendly. Some of them speak Spanish, and they can also speak English because of the tourism. No, so I recommend you that place because you can see the culture, different things, the tradition. Okay, the things they do when they celebrate different holidays or during the weekend they like to dance or to do. They are they're very happy and active people. So and you can also go around the lakes. Yeah, you can practice adventurous sports. You know, like I mentioned you the the canoeing, the kayaking. You can also do the climbing mountains. Okay, so you need to have a strong spirit of adventure because in those places you feel adrenaline. So it's full of energy. So I recommend you to visit, or if you rather prefer quiet places, there are some towns that you can go and visit and stay free and just walk around the street. People are very friendly. They respect international people, so you can have the opportunity. You can visit that area of my country. You know.
Yes. Can you say the name of one of highest mountain there?
Okay, the Chimborazo is the highest mountain
Oh,
in my country in Ecuador. Yeah.
yes.
So
And
the Chimborazo has some refugees stages, no? When you can go and visit there, you can stop. You can do many stops there until you can go to reach the last part, no? The when you have to go to the at the end of the mountain. And
uh,
well, it's
Spanish,
very cold. It's very cold.
yes.
You need
Spanish
to
is the first language
yes,
there. Oh,
yes.
and people can speak English well.
People, yeah, there are some people that speak English not pretty well, but there is an acceptable English because of the influence of tourism, no, especially European people, no, that visit American people. Yeah, they visit, they speak English. So there are some people that speak English so well, and others that speak English acceptable.
Oh, yes, great. Okay, let's talk about delicious thing. Tell me about favorite foods in your country.
Okay, in the area where I live, it's in the coast. I live in Guayaquil. Guayaquil is a city which is located in the near the sea in the Pacific Ocean. We're close, no? So I love the seafood, no? You know, fish, crabs. You eaten that? Have you eaten that? The taste is delicious. So when you eat those dishes, you can drink soda, water, juice. Okay, so or some people drink beer, no? So you can drink
Yes,
it
yes.
according to your to your like. So well, this is the food in the coast because you can when you travel to the mountains, there are the traditional food. No, for example, people eat. I'm not sure you know the Guinea pig, the Guinea
Sorry?
the Guinea pig.
No, I don't.
Okay, maybe you can search it on the internet. The Guinea pig it's just a strange or curious animal. It looks cute, but maybe you can suppose that the taste is a little strange. But people cook okay the Guinea pig, and the taste is like when you are eating a roast chicken. Okay,
Yes.
and people drink some traditional drinks in the region, and they drink in and they do it as not when there is an particular holiday, no, they do it every day, every week, and when tourists visit, they invite tourists to take part in this food, no? So you can enjoy the meal.
Yes, yes. To be honest, I really like seafoods and specifically surf and turf. Do you know that surf and turf?
I know what.
Surf and turf is a kind of seafoods.
No, no, I have never heard. Can you
Yes, I
explain me?
think it's from London, if I remember correctly. It's a kind of seafood with mixture with beef, I think. I don't know exactly. Okay, how about favorite drinks? Is it beer?
Yes, exactly. We have the it's not frozen. It's not so cold because in Ecuador we have that the warm temperature. No, even we are in a in a high temperature. You're living in the mountains or you're living on the coast. No, uh, I prefer drinking cold beers because in my city is hot. My city is hot, so it's humid. So I we enjoyed it drinking cold beers, no, or water, or yeah.
Uh, and to be honest, people usually in USA and also in America continent, they usually they usually drink uh, ice drinks. I think they drink everything with a bunch of ice. I think they drink tea with ice. They drink a Sprite with ice. I don't know, but people in Asia don't do that much. Uh, one of favorite drink in our country is black tea. Do you know that?
Yeah, I heard kind of. I heard kind of.
And it's
Yeah,
just served with hot water. In fact, all of the favorite drinks in our country just drink with hot water. But on the contrary, I know that in America continent, people really like iced drink. I think it's very interesting, and I'm sure all of the restaurant, coffee shops, they just serve iced drinks. Is that right?
yeah, yeah.
Yes, everybody have to drink ice. And I'm sure people like Japanese and I mean from uh, east part of Asia, they don't like that much bunch of ice, I'm sure. Yes, it's very interesting. Okay, let's talk about uh, carnivals because I know countries in South of America like Brazil, Colombia, all of them have something in common, I think, and that's is a carnivals and festivals. How about your country? Tell me about those special events and carnivals in your country.
Well, in my country, in Ecuador, we also celebrated the carnival on a specific day. We are on February, no, on the 15th or 16th. Yeah, and depending on the local places, people in the streets they go on parades. Okay, you see a lot of people there dressing up the folklore that represent the culture. No, for example, here in the coast where I live, people naturally dress up with light clothes. Okay, they go jeans, shirts, t-shirts, like that. No, but it's very famous because um, after the parade, people go to bars. People start the city has a very strong and natural nightlife. So you are the person that you love nightlife, you can go bars. You will enjoy it. Yes, in my city, in my city. But if you travel to the mountains, well, it's kind of similar because uh, people celebrate the parades. You see, they take pictures, but there they use the folklore in a different forms. For example, you see that indigenous towns they dress up with their according to their culture. Okay, and that's why the tourists really find it interesting. They take pictures, they record videos of the places, no, that they go around, and people drink the exotic and what I mentioned you the typical drinks, no, from the highlands, no.
Sorry,
Yeah.
can one of exotic drinks?
You mean what is the name of the drink, no?
Yes.
Okay. Well, uh, I'm not sure in Spanish. The name of the drink is chicha. Chicha. This is the name of the drink. Yes, and that's like a. I'm not sure. It's not a beer, but it's from a plant. It's a plant, no? That people they grow, okay, and then they extract and they start drinking. But it's delicious. I drink it one or twice, I think. But you can if you don't know if you drink it many times, it can give you like a headache because you are not
Oh,
accustomed,
yes.
especially for the new ones that drink.
Yes. Is there any exotic there also?
Is there? Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Yes. Is there any exotic foods there also?
Exotic.
Yes, exotic foods.
Uh, yes, but those foods are generally the same that we naturally find it in these regions. Now, for example, in English, I don't remember exactly how can you say in English, but they are naturally grow in the forest. Okay,
Yes.
from Brazil, Colombia, and Ecuador, because the climate there is humid, and you can cultivate and you can grow these fruits, no? So they are very delicious.
Oh, great. And also I think South of America is a land of tribes, I think. And also you said about Amazon rainforest. And I heard of Amazon rainforest has a lot of tribes, and also weird tribes. Some of them are living in the nude. Uh, Tell me about that. Tell me about tribes. Is there any tribes there?
Yes, in the Amazon region, in the local area of my country, we have local tribes, no? And those local tribes they maintain and they keep living in a in the traditional lifestyle. So they are not accustomed to the way of living that they know the technology, or they don't socialize, or they don't have interaction with people like local people, no, what did us, no? Um, Sometimes I'm not sure about it. I have read in some books that these tribes are not friendly. They sometimes attack people when they go to visit. Especially, I read a story about a person, an expedition. There were some American people that they come from USA, and they were from religion purposes. No, they wanted to read the Bible. I don't know, um, when they settle down in the local area, the tribes they didn't share a good interest to have a connection with them. Yeah, so they saw them like enemies because they protect their territory, and they don't want to have communication interaction with other people because they assume that they are um, taking or their lands, or no, that they can probably steal something, no.
Yes, very. And I know I know your country has a lot of heritage. I mean in terms of natural resources, and also other kind of resources. How is the economic situation there?
Well, our country, I mean, my country has some natural resources, particularly the oil, the source, the petroleum. Okay, and some according to the economy. this the cost of the oil sometimes varies, no? Sometimes is high, sometimes goes down. After pandemic, we have we have some crisis about it. So the tendency is that we are looking for some other um, resources. For example, we have in the in the Amazon, we have the natural products, the fruits, or we also have the coffee. Okay,
Oh,
we
yes.
export coffee, but our coffee is not considered not one of the best in the world because Costa Rica and Colombia, they are
Yes.
they have more they are more effective now. They have more places where they cultivate and grow. We also have lands to cultivate, but our we don't have that technology in our country. Maybe the government didn't implement that technology. No, so Colombia and Costa Rica are better coffee producers, and they export. But we are working on also bananas. You know, bananas and seafood. But Ecuadorian bananas are famous around the world, especially in Europe.
Yes, I heard of in my country also.
Yes,
Banana from Ecuador. It's
yes, I
it's
love bananas.
famous fruits in my country. Yes, it's very interesting. What are you doing during pandemic?
Well, the pandemic restored the planet. You see, we have lost many people died. Okay, that's terrible. We have to protect. No, we have to protect following this the security norms. No, to protect with the mask and But the problem is that if we don't stop working, we have to deal with business. Um, we can stay home safe, but the problem is that there are some people that they have to go outside. They need to work. So sometimes the crowd of people they're in the street or in the towns, but they don't. Sometimes they don't. I think they can forget it. They forget the use of the mask, to protect in the nose and the mouth. But I think that the other side of the pandemic is that there will have more opportunities for online businesses. So that's a good news, no? Especially for entrepreneurs, people that love doing business, no? Online business. So
Yeah.
in my case, I was working face-to-face classes until this pandemic changed everything, and now we are doing like you. So I have some online sessions teaching English with people, with the students, and in that way, we have been working on these 6 months of pandemic.
Yes, very interesting. You're completely right. Uh, I want to ask you about movies and TV shows in your country. As a first question, what kind of TV series and movies are really famous among your people?
Okay, in my country, the TV program industry uh, is not so good, but we have talent. Professionals that work in this industry. Uh, it is because of the I don't know. It is the TV program, the TV channels. Maybe they have other purposes. Maybe they try to reach other kind of programs. For example, sports, soap operas, news. Okay, and maybe this is the most interest now for the population. But we also have good comedians that love
Oh,
doing a repertoire of good humor programs. No, I love them, but they are working on YouTube channels, and they do well on their Facebook accounts and the Instagram. Okay, um,
yes.
before the pandemic, I remember 1 year ago or 2 years ago, I used to go to the movie theater. Okay, I used to go, yeah, because I have in my family I have a cousin who is a famous actor, yeah, and he loves presenting um, humoristic presentations, doing, and I follow him. I still follow him, but now he's working on YouTube channel because it's difficult to go to theaters now.
Yes. Okay. If you want to suggest a movie which really describes your country, your people, customs, and traditions, what would be your suggestion?
Okay, I could understand from your question if we have a movie that represents my
Yes.
country. That's
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Could you suggest a movie which really describes your country?
um apparently, yeah. I think that yes, there are some movies that they are documentaries, especially, that they can open different scenarios from the country. As I mentioned, you, for example, we have the Galapagos Island, the coast, the mountains, and the forest. No, the which is the Amazon region. No, so it is a documentary that you can watch. I'm not sure if it is in YouTube channel, but I think it is spoken in English and Spanish. No, it's bilingual. It's a bilingual documentary that you can watch it about my country, and you will know more information about the history, the culture, the tradition, the tribes that you mentioned, and also if you are an animal lover, you can also find information about the exotic animals from the from the Amazon or from the Galapagos Islands. No?
Yes. Very interesting. Who is the super famous actor and actress there?
Okay, a super famous actor. Um, I'm not sure about it. Would say that he's a famous actor. Maybe he's a producer. Yeah, he's a producer that they were working so hard in producing documentaries. Uh, I'm not sure if that person is living abroad. I don't think. I think that this person travel abroad to their country because you know that sometimes when you don't have good opportunities in your own country, you go far to another countries and work with other people that they have the same vision that you have. You work together, and he's making good films. I think, and maybe he's in the United States.
Yes. Great. Uh, to be honest, you have a lot of information, and I'm sure you are really a big fan of books. Tell me about books. If you want to suggest a book which really shows your country and and I mean specifically your country history, what would be your suggestion?
Okay, there are some particular books that will you find from my country. Uh, One of them is in the National Geographic. That they wrote a book about Ecuador, and you will find the landscape. I'm not sure about the distribution of those books. Maybe the company they sell, I don't know, in Amazon or in any other distribution and production of these booksellers. But this is a good resource that you will find information about my country. Um, Another book that I recommend you is I found it in Quito. In Quito is the capital of Ecuador. In Quito, I found it once a very big book. Okay, it's a traditional book. Yeah, but in that book there it contains a lot of research, updates, because you know that the history, and also you find new achievements or new things that appear, in my country. For example, we have in the sports, Ecuador. We are The sports in Ecuador is how can I tell you? Okay, we have good competitor country. For example, in cycling, we have a good representative. Is a person is an cyclist who represent us in Italy. I'm not sure if you heard Richard Carapaz. He's famous for because he was winner. He won the route, no, in Italy. Yeah, and also we are soccer lover in Ecuador. We love soccer.
Really like Brazil?
Yes, we are in South America. In South America, we love soccer. Yeah, we are playing now between countries. In Spanish, we say eliminatorias before the World Cup, the qualify games, no, the between countries when you fight against no each other, no. For example, Ecuador won Uruguay 4-2 3 days ago. We played a soccer game, and Argentina, won Bolivia, Colombia, and Chile, no? Peru versus Brazil. Yeah, they were soccer games.
Oh, yes, very. To be honest, I really love soccer and specifically Brazilian soccer, but I didn't know about Ecuadorian soccer. Do I pronounce it correctly? Ecuadorian?
Ecuadorian.
Ecuadorian. Thank you. That's really great. Okay, tell me about poet and literature in your country. Um, is there any famous poets there?
Yes, especially in the past. In the past, I remember when I was a student, I remember in one of my in a school, I remember that existed some poets that they influence, okay, in the literature of my country. Okay, they are famous in Latin America. They are famous in Latin America, and also they are not only poets. They are also writers, famous writers, uh, and they have a good influence in the social in the communities in my country and in South America. And one of them I remember, one of them, Juan Montalvo, he was very famous. Uh, he wrote a book, and that book was considered very dangerous for one president because that president uh, was scared because was scared of the population reaction, because people were a little furious about angry about how the governments in the they no they are totalitarian, they abuse. So the influence of that writer, okay, has a negative effect in the population. So according to the story, one person killed that president.
Yes,
So that it was because of the influence of the writer. So that writer was famous for that.
oh, yes. Okay, let's talk about musics and musicians. Tell me about music and also traditional music in your country.
Yes, absolutely. We have mixed combination, mixed rhythms of music in my country. Especially Ecuador is located in the Andean region. No, the Andean region is a mountain. No, is a where some countries like Peru, Colombia, Bolivia, we belong to those Andean region. So the music is very folkloric. Okay, they seem, if you hear that music is like sad music, but at the same time is like a little, I'm not sure, maybe I would say that is uh, like um, active music that you feel that you have a lot of rhythm, no, when you enjoy it, no. And people on the coast, we love, for example, salsa, merengue, um, traditional dances, no, traditional music that we normally listen in Latin America, no? For example, in Ecuador, we have famous singers. We have famous singers. Some of them live in the country. Others they live abroad. They live abroad, but they create and they produce good music.
Oh, you speak about singers. Who is the super famous singer there?
Okay. Have you heard Gerardo Mejia?
No,
No,
I
you're
didn't.
not sure. Okay. Gerardo Mejia is well nowadays. Nowadays he's not retired. He's not singing, but he creates music. He supports other other singers, especially the young generation of singers. No, he was very famous in the past because he was a break dancer. Yeah,
Break
he lo-
dancer?
yeah he was a break dancer. He loves rap.
Uh,
Yeah,
sorry,
he loves
break
rap.
dancer. It's like those Irish dance.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I
I
think it was in the 90s, in the 20, the yeah, in that decade, he was very famous, no? And then he went to live to the United States. I think he's living in the United States, but he still comes from Ecuador when he wants to produce. He's like a manager of other artists, yeah. And we
yes.
have Mireya Chesa is a beautiful lady. Okay, she's from Guayaquil. Um, she Well, in these 3 or 2 last years, I didn't hear her her awarded albums, no. But she won a prize. She won a prize in Viña del Mar in Chile because she
Oh,
presented a concert. She presented a concert there. So
yes.
those are the amazing music that we have.
Oh, yes. Great. To be honest, you have a lot of information. It's very interesting. What you know about Iran, my country?
Sorry, please, can you repeat it?
What you know about my country? I mean Iran.
Okay, first of all, uh, I heard some information in the news, no? maybe
Yes.
maybe of the maybe of the religion, or maybe that you have a strong, like a strong accent when you speak. I'm not sure. Or you have your religion, and also that I met people from your country when I was in the States. I mean, 7 years ago or something like that. Yeah, and I could see that people were very friendly. Yeah, I made some friends there. Currently, I think 1 year ago, I was in a English teacher congress, and I think that I made some Iranian friends, huh? Iranian friends, yeah. Um, well, you are uh, the first person that I can talk uh, in that way, online, yeah.
It's really nice of you to say that, you know. Yes, in fact, my country is a four-season country. It has a lot of beautiful landscapes. We have rainforests, we have deserts, high mountains, beautiful beaches, a lot of delicious food. Maybe you have heard of that, like kebab. Have you ever heard of kebab?
No, not really.
Yes, I thought maybe it's an international food, but I'm not sure. We have a lot of natural resources like gas, like
Hmm.
oil, and those kind of stuff. We have a lot of mineral things in our country. We have a lot of herbal, you know, we have a lot of herbal drinks. A lot, you can't believe. I can some of them. One of a specific one, maybe you have heard of that. Saffron is a spice. Have you ever heard of saffron?
I think so. I think I heard that. Yeah, but
Yes,
but I didn't try it. Yeah.
yes. Saffron is one of the most expensive spice in all around the world, and Iran is a source of saffron. Uh, and it's a kind of treasure in our country. Oh, treasure! I heard of your country. had a lot of treasure, and people in your country are really uh, in treasure hunting. Is that right?
Well, yeah, it varies. It sometimes vary because there are some people that, especially that they like that, others not too much. It depends of the, I don't know, about the age or the social status of the local areas. Yeah.
Oh, yes, great. Okay, that was really a great session. I learned a lot and I really enjoyed. Any question?
Well, well, it's a pleasure for me to have this interview and to practice English, which is the most important thing because we love practicing the language, you know. So this interaction is particularly very, um, I don't know, it's I love this. I feel a passion to communicate it, and we can have a good, strong relation or friendship, no? Especially
Yes.
because we are from different countries, but we can reduce these barriers of communication through English, no?
Yes. It's really nice of you. Very humble, and you're very great English teacher, I'm sure. Uh, Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for this opportunity, and if we can have another opportunity, let me know, and I will be so good to do that.
Yes, I will do it. Thank you so much and have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.